Hello and welcome to the award-winning Waterman Wellness, your pathway to health and wellness with local experts as your guides. I'm Melissa Hritzik. We have a lot in store for you in this episode, including some children are enjoying playing with adorable puppets thanks to the generosity of Lake County residents. A local hospital can break communication barriers with the touch of a screen. We'll explain. And a Tavares specialist explains the causes and treatments of osteoarthritis. If you have joint pain, you'll want to watch. We begin this episode with the dramatic story of a local woman who nearly died after an infection got out of control. In December 2015, Sharon Simmons became ill after having a procedure at a local medical office.
I had a procedure done on December 22nd. It was outpatient, minor surgery, and then on the 29th is when I came to the hospital, but starting 2 days before the 29th, I was throwing up, and everybody thought I had the flu and a fever. And then by the second day, that's when my legs started changing colors. All of a sudden, I was talking gibberish that didn't make sense, and I lost control of all my bodily fluids. I was going down pretty quick.
Simmons was rushed to the Florida Hospital Waterman Emergency Department, where intensivist and director of critical care medicine, Louis Guzzi, was consulted and took charge.
And so, put me in a coma and put me in ICU. They had told family she's not going to make it through the night.
Simmons was in a coma for 10 days and ultimately hospitalized for 7 weeks.
They are assuming that I developed a staph infection. It just went crazy in my body to where I had toxic shock syndrome and I was septic.
Sepsis is a broad representation of an infection that's caused by a bacteria or a virus that is leading you to have the septic manifestations. Something is wrong with their immune system that has given them the infection they have now that they can't fight and has led to sepsis. You have an hour or two to make difference in sepsis because you already were sick, and then it becomes a spiral where your blood pressure goes down, your acidosis goes up, and you get sicker and sicker and sicker until the reality is sometimes we can't get you to recover because you are so septic at that point. We spring into action in the first hour by resuscitating with fluid, we manage your blood pressure, and we give you antibiotics.
Today, Simmons has some nerve damage and other issues due to the sepsis, but she says she and her family are grateful for her medical team.
We talked about Dr. Guzzi often, about how he was in charge of me, he took over, and he oversaw everything. He did an amazing job. Almost dying like that and being told, I think pretty much those first couple of weeks, nobody thought I was going to make it. The doctors included, the nurses, my family. So it's a gift that's been given to me because each day is a gift.
You'll find more information about the critical care services available here in Lake County by visiting fhwaterman.com. In our next story, we turn to a condition that causes discomfort for patients, osteoarthritis. Waterman Wellness spoke with a local specialist who explains that patients can receive advanced treatment right here in Lake County.
Osteoarthritis is where the joints deteriorate over time for a variety of reasons. They can deteriorate from routine wear, an injury can occur, or you can have over 100 different types of diseases can cause osteoarthritis. The knee is probably the most common, but any place where two bones come together you can find it, but the knee, hip, and shoulder are probably the three majors. This is pretty equal opportunity disease, so it affects people, the same, but as people, obviously the older population is more likely to get it, but I have some patients come in 45, 50 years old with severe arthritis, so it just varies. It's a wide variety of treatment options. Obviously it depends on what stage you begin to address the arthritis. It can be treated with weight loss, some of the over-the-counter anti-inflammatories.
For more advanced cases, Dr. Perry says patients don't need to go to Orlando or Gainesville to benefit from state-of-the-art treatment.
You can do what's called a macoplasty or a resurfacing procedure, and those procedures do not require replacing the entire knee joint. You're just replacing a small surface area or a part of the knee, whether the inside part or the lateral part, and most of those patients can be treated on an outpatient basis. The recovery can be very rapid. We see most people back in 2 weeks, and I would say 90 9% of the patients when they come back are not using any type of assisted device.
Florida Hospital Waterman is the first Joint Commission Gold Seal approved orthopedic center in Lake County. The accreditation recognizes the Tavares Hospital's commitment to the highest level of safety and quality care for patients. You'll find more information about the advanced treatment available for osteoarthritis at fhwatermanortho.com. Physical therapy after a procedure or an injury may be part of a recovery plan. Lake County residents have access to a variety of therapy resources to help with orthopedic, vestibular, stroke recovery, and even Parkinson's disease.
Here at Florida Hospital Waterman Rehabilitation Institute, we see a variety of patients, young to old. They're going to come in, they're going to get a personal evaluation one-on-one with the physical therapist. Together, they're going to establish a plan of care that's going to help them meet their goals and get them back to full function. And then we schedule the treatments.
Nikki Fleming of Mount Dora went to the Florida Hospital Waterman Rehabilitation Institute after she seriously injured her leg during a fall.
Range of motion was the big one because my leg had been locked in a straight position for 8 weeks. So at that point we were trying to get it to bend, trying to get it to move in any direction. And then also my body was not used to having 2 legs again, so I didn't understand, trying to walk with 2 legs. So the major goal was to get me up on it, trying to build some muscle back into it because the muscle had just deteriorated. And she was amazing. She was my biggest cheerleader. When I wanted to quit, and many times I did, she would just keep me going.
Fleming says her therapist also taught her exercises she could do at home to continue her progress.
So we're showing them the exercises to do while they're here in the clinic, making sure that they're doing them properly. And then as they're going through their therapy, we're continually upgrading and monitoring and adjusting the program as needed.
You can learn about the various rehab services available in Lake County by visiting the website on your screen. It's time to take a short break, but we'll have plenty more when Waterman Wellness continues. A local emergency department now has virtual help to overcome communication barriers. We'll explain. You'll get a sneak peek at some of the community events planned for October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And you'll learn a delicious recipe that includes an ancient and nutritious grain. You'll find additional health and wellness information in Waterman Wellness magazine. Visit watermanwellness.com to arrange for home delivery, and you'll also find a listing of the specialists featured in this month's episode. First, you might want to check out these community events. We'll be right back.
Now it's time for the Creation Health Tip of the Month. Healthy eating doesn't have to be boring. Try a healthy new dish, or cook using vegetables that you've never prepared before.
Welcome back to the award-winning Waterman Wellness, your pathway to healthy living with help from local experts. I'm Alyssa Hritzik. Medical staff at a local emergency department now have an important tool to help overcome communication barriers with some patients. Florida Hospital Waterman recently installed a video remote interpreter to help communicate with patients.
It's actually very simple to use, and all you do is you pick which language you want to use, and it pops up, and immediately, if it's sign language, there's someone there that is interpreting. It's very important to be able to communicate with patients, especially when we're trying to figure out exactly what's going on with them, because when they come into the ER, we don't necessarily know what they're experiencing, so we need them to be able to explain to us what's going on with them so we can diagnose and accurately order proper like x-rays and lab work and stuff like that. I see many Spanish-speaking patients every day, so we almost always need someone to be able to interpret almost every single day. And we also have a large deaf community, so we do have a lot of people that need the sign language.
You can learn more about the emergency services available at Florida Hospital Waterman by visiting the website on your screen. Locally, preparations are underway for special recognition of a disease that affects 1 in 8 women. October Breast Cancer Awareness Month means you'll soon see lots of pink to help raise awareness on how to prevent, detect, and treat the disease. Several activities are planned in Lake County that will honor breast cancer survivors, educate the community, and also offer fun. You can help make the community pink by purchasing a pink flamingo to adorn your lawn. The flamingos are just $10 and are being sold at various locations throughout the community. On September 28th, Florida Hospital Waterman will kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month with a pinking ceremony for its iconic fountain. The event will also feature health education, free goodies, refreshments, and entertainment. Plan to get healthy while helping others. The 4th annual Pink Out 5K race at Wooten Park will be held on October 19th. And you won't want to miss the Ladies Legacy Luncheon on Friday, October 27th. Exhibitors, auction items, lunch, and a keynote speaker are scheduled for the event, which celebrates women and their unique experiences. You'll find details on each of the events, plus find breast cancer resources, including reduced pricing for mammograms, by visiting the website fhwatermanpink.com. Next, we visit the Conry Creation Health Center kitchen, where Michelle Wargo is with the Florida Hospital Waterman team. They have a recipe that uses farro as a signature ingredient.
Welcome to the Conry Creation Health Kitchen, where we are joined by registered dietitian Stephanie Bassett and Florida Hospital Waterman Executive Chef Dave Atkinson. They are here to tell us about an ancient grain that has been enjoyed in Italy for thousands of years, but just now seems to be making its way to our tables. So Stephanie, what is this grain?
It's called farro. It's the mother of all wheat.
The mother of all wheat. I like that. So what are we doing with farro today?
We're making a salad with toasted walnuts, edamame, and cranberries.
Okay, so Chef Dave, this is now where you get to take over and tell us what is in this farro salad.
Well, this is a real quick and easy side dish. Basically, everything's just going to get mixed together. We're going to make a little vinaigrette with our apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, honey, salt and pepper, and our walnut oil. And then we're going to add the toasted farro, chopped walnuts, diced celery, chopped chives, chopped green onions, dried cranberries, and the edamame.
So this is the vinaigrette?
Yes. We're going to make a little emulsion, first of all, with our vinegar, mustard, and honey. And then we're going to slowly drizzle in the oil.
You're making a vinaigrette out of this walnut oil. I didn't know that walnut oil existed.
It does. It is a little bit more pricey than olive oil is, but it has really good flavor and it has good heart-healthy benefits as well, with the vitamin E and the unsaturated fatty acids, which are good for your heart.
So now that we have our dressing, we're just going to add the rest of the ingredients.
What are the nutrients that we're getting out of this side dish?
We are getting a lot of fiber, and that's mostly from the farro and from the edamame and the cranberries as well. We're also getting a lot of protein, and that's primarily from the edamame as well. It's a plant-based protein. It has no cholesterol or fatty acids in there, so it's all good for you and tastes good as well.
And there we have it.
Oh, awesome.
Quick and easy.
All right, so Stephanie, tell me a little bit about why this is so good for senior nutrition.
This is great for our elderly population because it's packed with protein, has lots of vitamins and minerals that we need as we get older as well.
If you'd like the recipe for the farro salad with edamame, toasted walnuts, and cranberries, visit watermanwellness.com. Finally, some Lake Countyans spent their summer vacation helping residents of a community far away. One of the travelers shares her story.
We actually went out to the villages of Billy White each day that we were there and held a medical clinic. We also had the opportunity to do construction on a school while we were down there. We held a vacation Bible school and also had the opportunity to do some education at the school as well. We saw 100+ patients each day that came from the surrounding villages. We saw all ages, from little babies up until children in school to mothers and older folks as well. They came in with stomach pains, some respiratory issues. They just don't have the normal access of care that we do for health care. These folks will travel from a long ways away and they will wait in line for as long as they have to. And then, once you're done treating them, they are just so appreciative and thankful. The foundation of the school had already been set by a prior team, so we were down there to put a roof on the school, to put in the windows and doors and set some of the electricity. The school itself, the kids are from 5 years old to 14 years old, and we had the opportunity to go every morning and basically hold a half hour, an hour-long class of some form of education. We did hand hygiene along with human growth and development. In the afternoon, we had the opportunity to hold Vacation Bible School. The kids looked forward to us coming each day. Our bus would pull up and they would all run out and be excited. And so it was just so much fun to be able to interact with them one-on-one. Each year we have a fundraiser where we sell a puppet. Basically it's $20 for a puppet, but that money that each team member raises goes towards their trip to be able to fund their trip. We take a picture of the child with the puppet, and so that way when we come back, the donor gets to see that their puppet, what child that it went to. So it's also their way to kind of connect a little bit more with the people of Belize. It was an amazing experience. You know, you do things on a mission trip that you never had opportunity before, but it's fun and exciting, especially when you see your end product and you know what you're doing. It was, you know, long hours of working in, especially it was very, very hot down there. We are so privileged living in the United States that I think it's important for us to not only reach out to our community, but to reach out to those throughout the world that are just less fortunate than we are. You know, although it's a Florida Hospital Waterman team that's going, we're really taking others with us indirectly. You know, their support, both for us to go on the trip, whether it's financially, whether it's prayerfully, it's not just a team that's getting us there. It's really the support of our families and our community and Florida Hospital Waterman that's allowing us to make the trip.
Learn more about the Florida Hospital Waterman mission trip by visiting the website on your screen. We hope you've enjoyed this month's episode of Waterman Wellness, your pathway to healthy living with help from local experts. Be sure to watch for the October episode right here on Lake Sumter TV for some of the following stories. We'll have more important news you can use about treatments and resources available for breast cancer patients right here in Lake County. Are you battling an annoying cough? A Lake County pulmonary specialist will explain the causes and treatments of bronchitis. And we'll go back to the Con Recreation Health Kitchen for a seasonal quick bread that will make it feel like fall with just one bite. To learn more about the experts featured in this program, please visit watermanwellness.com. Until next time, I'm Alyssa Hritzik for the award-winning Waterman Wellness.